Good morning everyone, welcome to another episode of the Mizuho Week Ahead. I'm Boon Heng, market economist at Mizuho Bank. This week's theme is Whirlpools, not Tsunami. Last week has certainly been a turbulent week, with US regional banks disclosing losses related to a fraud from lending to funds involving distressed mortgages. This follows from earlier episodes of auto sector troubles, with Tricolor Holdings and First Brands Group's collapse. Notably, the auto sector hits involved far larger amounts in the billions, though this will be absorbed by the huge aggregate balance sheet of lenders. At this juncture, actual contagion may be more limited, even if fears are rampant. For one, the extent of underlying stress in each real economic sector, be it auto or housing, will need to be widespread, as well as there needs to be broad-based fraud to cover up such stresses. Risk sentiments was certainly poor last week, as flight to havens such as USDs took hold towards the end of last week. Undeniably, there is substantial real economic stress which has led to the revelation of these bankruptcies. And even these now localized whirlpools are damaging and can cause damage to smaller boats. As such, a dovishly leaning Powell speech in midweek last week was insufficient to steady the ship, though the extent of damage to the regional banks may be fortunately insufficient for the authorities to ramp up any rescue. On the horizon, the Trump administration appears to be growing concerned about the auto industry, with potential tariff relief for the auto industry being discussed. In France, the Prime Minister is set to survive a no-confidence vote as they suspended their pension law plans in a setback for fiscal consolidation. Nonetheless, the euro has been buoyant last week, though reality checks may soon follow. In Japan, last week there were uncertainties about coalition forming, providing a reality check for LDP leader Ms. Takaichi's ascendancy into the PMC. Consequently, it also aided yen gains amid lower USD yields and oil prices last week. Down under, in Australia, the dismal jobs report has set back the Aussie dollar. Nonetheless, the overall backdrop last night was that risk sentiments improved at the start of this week amid Trump's renewed optimism that we are going to end up with a fantastic trade deal with China. For the week ahead, the Bank of Korea will have to stand pat in the face of accelerating housing price growth in Seoul, as the authorities seek to stabilize domestic debt dynamics and anchor wider macro-prudential stability. That said, semiconductor upcycle, which remains supportive of growth in Korea, will provide them with enough room to hold rates. As for Bank Indonesia, we are calling for an out-of-consensus decision to stand pat. We see a marginal need for Bank Indonesia to defer their cut in view of rupiah stresses, given that a middle-of-the-pack 1% depreciation since their last meeting came on the back of substantial BI intervention. To be clear, this is not a dub over their FX reserves, but rather it is due to a need to be cognizant over excessive perceptions of a loss of central bank autonomy amid an unfavorable risk-off backdrop. All in, emerging whirlpools remain concerning on the extent of damage, even if a tsunami is avoided for now. For more information, please refer to our week ahead publication or contact your respective sales desk NRMs. And for regular notification on our market views, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button. Thank you.